Mindset reset, non-farm payrolls Thursday. Congratulations, traders, if you made it to this point in the week without blowing up your account. We had a lot of major red news on the schedule this week. We talked about this earlier in the week, and I've made it very clear from the beginning that on a non-farm payrolls week, we can end up with a 4-day type of template. Now, we had some absolutely textbook playbook best trade setups. We had first red day opportunities, yen crosses, euro Oz, pound Oz. There was a lot of money made on the backside prior to non-farm payrolls. So today I want to talk briefly about a couple of things. Number one, go back and study the weeks of non-farm payrolls. You will see the same types of opportunities, the greedy bastard trade, play out on these types of weeks. We had opportunities after major red news, reversals, continuations on the majors, on the US dollar crosses, understanding the mindset around a non-farm payrolls week, especially heading into non-farm payrolls Friday. They bottle traders up in certain markets as witnessed. I put up those templates today to demonstrate the larger template. I really want to hone in on traders understanding where you make money from. You don't make money from trying to counter trend little swings. I know that if you really trade size on those, you can make some money, but I'm talking about the long-term sustainability of making a lot of money on scalable, reproducible setups. The psychology behind a couple of those setups are designed to blow out traders. If you look at the yen crosses, the euro Oz, pound Oz crosses, how on Thursday on the backside they capitulate and completely fall through, as did other pairs, measured moves. We had yen cross pairs, gave excellent opportunities in sessions. As I talked about, so number one, study the templates. Number two, understand on a week like this how cross rate pairs can offer huge opportunities, not only in sessions, but over the bigger template. And then when to also understand when a major pair may give you a session opportunity heading into non-farm payrolls Friday. Now, tomorrow in Asia, we may see some opportunities as some of these markets coil or reverse. Again, prior to the US session, we may see a London opportunity for a session trade, but a parabolic opportunity prior to the US session where they will consolidate, and obviously we'll probably see a large explosive move. And my job again is to just target where the best opportunity is, if indeed there even is one. So several traders decided to sit on their hands, and I want to congratulate you, because a lot of traders are taking trades and look at, let me make something very clear. However you trade is entirely up to you. Like, I've been getting a lot of questions from people who say they're confused, they have no idea what's going on, and I understand that, because it's like I talked about my son learning to trade. When you've got retail clutter in your head, and you're actually trying to understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a rinse and repeat setup. That greedy bastard trade, the backside trades on those cross rate pairs, is a reproducible. I'll go back and show you 50 screenshots of the same template on different instruments. And every time they show up, people go, well, I thought I tried to buy the low, or whatever. And you're on a Thursday prior to non-farm payrolls. I want you to understand something. Like people say it doesn't make sense. That's the whole point. It's not supposed to make sense. That's why traders blow their accounts out, because they're reading little candle action and gaps and hunts, when it's a larger template designed to blow out other time frame traders' accounts and then consolidate and pull back into non-farm payrolls Friday. As soon as you understand how the game is played, then maybe some of that will start to make sense. Those are setups designed to blow out accounts. So step back, look at the templates, understand the opportunities that can present on the cross rate pairs, and then also recognize when to avoid chop. So for example, if you take a look at the oil market today, I put the high of the week, the low of the week. Traders were looking for first green day, everything else. It's Thursday prior to non-farm payrolls. And if you look at the closing price, it's exactly at 50% of the high and low of the week. And all it's done is stay inside the whole day. So I emphasize again the importance of understanding the templates in the bigger picture. We had first green day opportunities heading into the week after failed breakouts on Thursday last week. Inside bar first green days on Friday that pushed higher euro pairs, pound pairs for first green day opportunities that continued into the new week. Higher highs, higher lows, a parabolic channel on the British pound pushing higher. Again, dragging traders further away into non-farm payrolls Friday. No evidence of a counter trend trade. We had the dump on the Europe major red news. We had a short squeeze on Euro Yen, Euro Oz, and Euro Canadian pairs after 3 sessions down. First hour went down on the major red news, even lower US session. Second hour reversals, explosive parabolic reversal, Euro Yen, Euro Canadian, and then thirdly, Euro Oz. So there were tremendous opportunities. So if you got chopped up, as I always say, if you don't learn from it, it's a mistake. But if you can learn from it, you can earn from it, and you can continuously earn from it. And for traders who are struggling, or they, as I mentioned in that post yesterday, doesn't make sense or anything else. Well, let me ask you this. Why should it make sense? Why should it make sense? Because you watched a video, or you've been trading for a couple of years, or you read some books. I'm talking about repeatable setups that remove the trader's stupid, dangerous, self-sabotaging, inconsistent, unreliable behavior that ever prevents them from, number one, making any real money, number two, being consistently profitable, and number three, even being consistent, and number four, from engaging in erratic, impulsive and emotional behavior. So start to think of it like a business. The whole week is a tailor-made design for specific reasons. They want you to trade, as I talked about yesterday. They want you to trade all the time. So number one, monitor a couple of templates, get those down in any week. First red day, first green day, whatever, inside days. Number two, recognize where you may be fallible. As one trader said today, he goes, I'm going to bed before I do any damage. Great idea, because it's so easy to get sucked into the market. It's like, I always use the analogy, if you're an alcoholic and your friends take you to the bar all the time, it's only a matter of time before you're going to drink. So if you keep going back to the market and you see all kinds of movement, like when the indexes are running away, yes, they're going parabolic after an inside day trigger. But is that a trade that I want to take today? No, it's not. But the reversal maybe on Euro Yen, absolutely. A short squeeze for sure. But on those templates, day one, day two, tomorrow's day three, we may have US session traders caught up high. It may be an explosive continuation trade tomorrow on payrolls, or it may be a high of the week, high of the day, all in session that completely drops after the New York Open and doesn't come back, and it blows out all the longs that have been buying up high the last 2 days in the US window. So I don't know, who knows? But my point is this: know before you go to the screen, number one, that you're in control and that you actually have a setup, not trying to read price action. I know that there's traders out there, they don't understand what I mean by that. If you have a specific setup, whether it's a reversal or a trend trade tomorrow after the news is released, understand how you're going to trade it. Understand if it's a nail and bail. It may just be a session that hits the high and the low and goes into consolidation after major red news, and next week we see a new template. Or we may have 3 levels of rise for an all-in session that goes 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and doesn't come back and closes into the low or the high of the day. No idea. We'll see when we get there, but know how you're going to manage yourself. The number one enemy to traders in a week like this is themselves. They either get impulsive, or they go to the screen unprepared, or they go to the screen not really knowing or understanding what they're looking for, and they're just taking trades. They're trading movement and price action. So if you made it to Friday, non-farm payrolls Friday, congratulations. Tremendous opportunities this week. We will be reviewing those templates, and I'm going to demonstrate how they have repeated over and over and over again, whether they were cross rate pairs or majors. Congratulations to the traders who, number one, nailed some very large opportunities this week and cleaned up before we've even gotten to non-farm payrolls Friday. And number two, to the traders who manage themselves and who are stepping back and recognizing the bigger picture templates where the easy money is made. And in closing, I'll say that again. You don't guess. You don't go to the screen and guess and hope to get lucky and hope to catch some pips. That's my own attitude. And I know, again, for those of you who don't like it, you know how I feel about that. It doesn't matter what you think. And if you're making money doing what you're doing, keep doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm looking at the ways to continuously grow and scale these trade setups, remove my behavior from being any possible threat to damaging my trading account and my mental health, and continuously grow that. And as Paul Tudor Jones says, keep your trading as stress-free and simple as possible and as profitable as possible. So congratulations, traders. Tomorrow's non-farm payrolls Friday, regardless of how the market's set up, and the week strong. Pay attention to Asia and London tomorrow, wherever you're at. If you're in North America, you may want to have a look at some of the Asian cross pairs, see how they consolidate into the close of the session. Japanese yen may be worth watching into the close and seeing how that sets up. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. And enjoy the rest of your day. And that's how it should be. There should be no damage. You shouldn't be coming on a Thursday. You shouldn't be going into a Friday wishing you'd never even gone near the screen today. As I mentioned, there's all that major red news. There are opportunities in other sessions this week with no red flags that were simple, clean, huge opportunities. And again, we had other opportunities after major red news today in the U.S. window. So tomorrow's non-farm payrolls Friday, traders. Congratulations, and may the markets go with you.